Hello there everyone and welcome back. Well, I'm a little bit late this time. I'm about a week late actually doing the architect home remodel for this batch. Alyssa over at Sims Therapy picked house number 8 for me to do, which they were released last Friday, but due to Halloween and a special video that I did along with the townhomes project that I was working on, I'm running a little bit late on this one. So I'm looking at it now and I'm thinking, wow, how am I going to do this one? I know I say that almost every time, but honestly, I really dislike this house, and I don't say that very often. I understand they were going for the spooky Halloween theme, and so the game was picking houses like this, but to remodel it into a normal home, I'm looking at it now, and I did look at the other ones though, and honestly, even though I do not like this house and I dread remodeling it, Alyssa was very gentle on me compared to some of the ones that were released in this batch because they were absolutely huge. This house is very big as well. So I just keep going up the levels here, and I'm trying to kind of get my thoughts together on how I'm going to make this into an actual house to live in. I think this floor is going to have to go. And if you look at the bottom floors and this one, there are at least a dozen different types of windows that have been used in this house. But when I come back, I guess you'll see what I've done with it. I'm thinking about taking off the top 2 floors, but we'll have to see what happens when I get in there. So when I come back, you will see the after. So here it is finished. This is the after, and one more look at the before. As you can see, I did take off the top 2 floors. I'm very glad that I did so. Now I was able to make it into a really pretty family home. The inside is really, really nice. I took the middle room again. I did this on another remodel and turned it into the garage. So this house doesn't even halfway resemble what it did before. So if you're not going for Halloween, because pretty much Halloween is over now, and you want to take this and turn it into something that a family can live in, this is it, really. I actually ended up enjoying doing the remodel once I figured out what I wanted to do with the rooms. I did do the backyard. I tried to make a nice bright backyard because the lot is kind of dreary, I guess would be the word. But I like the landscaping out here. I did a nice pool in the center with a lot of hydrangea bushes around it, and it just looks really nice, and it also takes away from the fact that the house is so flat in the back. But this is the front again. The garage is right there in the middle. Let's go in through the garage, and you come into this beautiful living room. I started here after I emptied out the house, and I actually started right there with 2 doors in the back because I knew I wanted to make a living room here that walks straight out into the back. Then I put that nice curtain doorway in front of it. I love these older villa night tables, or you could use them as living room end tables like I have here with the new couch. I think it looks really pretty. It also blends well with that bookshelf color, as well as the wood tone on the TV. So on one side of the room, you have what looks like they were already built-in bookshelves, but on the other side of the room, it just looks like they put bookshelves in to match the furniture, and I think it balances out really, really well. So just a nice little entertaining living room with reading and TV. So you come through the doorway here into the dining room. I wanted to use the new wallpaper in here to brighten it up because everything else is pretty much white and a little bit of black. I've also used one of those condiment trays there on the table. There's an exit out to the patio just like there was in the living room. And then I've taken these 2 dressers that match the table, and you would have to imagine maybe that's where they store table linens and their better silverware for when guests come over. Through here is the kitchen. I really like this kitchen a lot. I love how everything sort of pops in here. This would be the area where the family would just sort of eat on a regular basis with no company or anything. And I love how the artwork looks with the teal wall color. Then there's the chalet cabinets and countertops there. I love how they pop out against that color. I've used those before with that teal color, but I think it just looks beautiful with the white cabinets against that wall, and then there's the black countertops with the black fridge, so everything just flows so nicely through here, and I really, really do like this kitchen. I'm so glad we got those artwork pieces from the coffee shop. I just think they're gorgeous, especially this wallpaper in the dining room too. You guys know how much I love that. So back through the living room, we come into a sunroom. I like this room too. I didn't really have a purpose for this room. I was wondering what I was going to do with it. And then instead of just making it a covered porch, which I tend to do every now and then with an extra room, I wanted to glass it in and make it a room where they could come and play the piano and just relax. And I carried the same reds and whites over here. Threw down a couple of the Wizards rugs, and look how pretty this looks, especially with that Latin painting over the black piano. I think it's a beautiful room, and then the red chairs and red plant there just pop right out against the white table and windows and flooring. And then coming through this door is the downstairs bath. Now, where I don't change walls, this is pretty much the only room down here I could use for a bathroom. That's one of the things I did not like about the layout, but since it is such a big room, I decided to go ahead and just go all out and make it nice and fancy. It is adjacent to the garage, so I did put a door that you could come in from out there as well. I did the golds and whites and black, and I just put a couple of the gold showers there with a screen in front of it, so it just looks like it's part of that shower, and it gives a little bit more privacy and division. And I think it turned out to be a very pretty bathroom, nice and bright. So that is the first floor of the remodel. So if you look at it now, aside from the huge bathroom, which is kind of unnecessary, it actually looks really good as far as even the layout goes, now that the rooms really have a purpose. So when you come upstairs, rather than just have a landing with the sofa table and maybe a sofa, I decided to use this as a homeschooling room for the twin boys that live here. I staged it as twin boys living here. So they have their chalkboard, their tables to work at. They can walk right out there and get some fresh air. And I love how this looks from the balcony. I just think that backyard looks so pretty. There's the bookshelf, the chalkboard, as I mentioned. There's a phone on the wall, and they have their computer desk over there in the corner. So it's a perfect little room for home study. Over here, this actually, I had to make two purposes. It is a full bath and a laundry room. Typically, if I do a bath and laundry together, it's a half bath with a laundry, but it was the only room that I could make a bathroom out of, and I wanted to have a laundry room. So I just decided to put the shower and the toilet in the corners, put the sink in the middle, and then just have the laundry there as well. And then coming on over here to the other side, we have the twin boys' room. It's a nice size bedroom. It's typically the size I would make a master bedroom, but I thought it would be perfect. There wasn't really a way to adjoin a bathroom to it anyway, so I didn't want to make it the master. So I decided on this, and I think it worked out really well. So you have two beds there, two armoires, and a nice gaming TV. So then you come up front here, and over to the side where the laundry room was, there was another smaller room. Now, yes, I could have made this a bathroom, and I did think about doing that, but I wanted to have this as a 3-bedroom home. So I decided to make this the guest bedroom and kind of stage it to where it would look like maybe if Grandma and Grandpa came to visit, or an aunt and uncle. And then through here toward the front of the house, we have the master. The first thing that I really like about this is how I've glassed all this in, and they have the view out the front of the house. And I wanted to make this master nice and bright. I love how this looks. I know the green doesn't exactly match the bed, but when you put the plants in and all of the white furniture, it really, really flows together. There's just a dresser over there. It's just a nice, bright master bedroom. I love those hanging plants. And then you come through this open doorway into a sitting room off the master, which again, you have the view out the front there, a large set of bookcases, the big fireplace, and a beautiful little place to sit that also goes with the same tone that's on the walls. So you can sort of see how it flows all together here. And then you step in here to the master bath, which I really like as well. I've put the vanity over here in the corner. I'm loving the fact that we have really nice vanities now that are 2 squares wide instead of just 3 or 4. And I've set up a little table over here to do makeup on. It has a beautiful little plant. And then over here, as soon as you walk in the door, you have the trash can and the divider. And then behind that, you have the toilet and the walk-in shower there. So to me, it looks realistic. I think it's a nice size for a master bath, and I really like how it looks now. This skinny room, of course, was already here, and I couldn't change it, and I thought this is perfect for a nice, long walk-in master closet. So to me, after taking off the top 2 floors, this worked out to be a beautiful 3-bedroom family home. So let's look at where I've put everything. We don't need to do the grid since it's only a remodel and I didn't change anything except taking off the top 2 floors. You saw the garage. Here's that beautiful kitchen. I just love that kitchen. You know how I am about nice, simple kitchens with lots of contrast. That's just my style. There's the dining area there, and then the beautiful red and white and brown living area with the staircase in it. And then the sunroom is over here, probably my second favorite room of the remodel. And then the rather large bathroom. So that is the downstairs, very simple. And then up here is the homeschooling room, which you could make a gaming area or whatever you wanted to. Then there is the twin boys' bedroom, the bath and laundry combined, and the guest bedroom here. Then we're going to take a look at where I put everything in the master. I love big open bedrooms. I don't like to clutter them up if I can help it. And the same goes for any room really, but I like this whole master suite. I love that sitting area there, and I really like the bathroom. And then the closet just looks like it was meant to be there for that room. So I think it worked out pretty well. So thank you, Alyssa, for picking this house for me and for not picking some of the other huge monster homes in this batch of architect homes. I actually did really enjoy remodeling this, so thank you. And thank you to everyone else for watching. If you enjoyed the tour and you like what you saw, please hit that like button and leave me a comment and let me know. And if you're not already, please do subscribe. I hope everyone's doing well. Thanks again for watching. Take care, and I will see you next time.